The one thing all players seem to hate and want to avoid is the death cycle loop while on a farm run. You're out farming iron for the next big build and you die, and then you spawn back at your base because you were too lazy to build a temporary shelter, and now you're mad because you have to use that precious time and resources to build a new boat and then go back to where you died, but then you still don't have a shelter and now you're on a time crunch. Stop. I got you covered. Let's solve that issue. Hello all, I'm Atlas and this is Mod Watch, the series where we take a look at mods from around the gaming world. Today we're back in Valheim for an episode to look at one of my more anticipated mods that just recently got updated. If you're a fan of Valheim like I am, you're always on the lookout for ways to make your Viking adventures even better. Today we'll be looking at Odin's Campsite by Raziel, which you can grab from the Thunder Store. As always, if you guys have a suggestion on what mods I should look at next, feel free to leave a comment down below. If you're a newer player or even a more experienced player, you should be able to find a good use for this mod as it solves many issues with Valheim's world generation a lot of people struggle with. This is a mod that brings the concept of a mobile, customizable campsite to Valheim. You know how your cozy little base is your sanctuary? Well, imagine having that same level of comfort wherever you go, whether you're out exploring the wilds or if you just need a break in the middle of a fight. This mod allows you to place down a fully functional campsite that you can pack up and move at will. It's perfect for solo players and groups who want to make their adventures feel a little bit more homey and comfortable. So what exactly does the mod add to the Valheim experience? A good bit, actually. First off, the centerpiece of the mod is the campsite itself, which includes these well-made tent models with pretty good textures that appear to fit into Valheim as a game. While I wouldn't say the tent styles fit the game, let's be honest here and admit that we don't add mods to be period accurate, we add them because they offer great features or super fun things to the game. The mod adds 2 tent styles and a campsite to the game along with a sleeping bag. The mod is dependent on a new resource called Campsite Resources. You can, however, configure this with the mod configuration mod. Now someone might pause the video here and say, hey Atlas, this mod only adds 3 or 4 new items, and I'd answer yes, but no. You see, the utility of the mod is what we're considering here. Unlike most other mods, which we typically add for fun or to add new things, this mod's value isn't particularly in how much it adds, but how much it weighs into the gameplay loop. Remember that journey I was talking about at the beginning of this video? Yeah, what if you had this campsite mod? You just spawn wherever your campsite was, you'd be able to run back easily, it'd save you time, and you even have a large enough tent space to add storage from other mods or the vanilla game. You see, Campsite only adds 4 assets, but it adds and eases your farming gameplay loop by adding in an efficient way to build shelter and storage, all while you are safe from the elements. This means that you could build multiple campsites while out farming and ensure you always have one close by while you journey away from your boat and your base. Of course, if you're combining this mod with others, I might recommend Blackstar's boat editions, which I made a video on recently as well. You can find that video down in the description. Adding these 2 mods together will ensure that your farming runs become vastly easier, especially considering the boats have their own storage. Now, performance-wise, Odin Campsite runs pretty smoothly. I didn't notice any significant frame drops or glitches. Given that this mod only adds in 4 assets, those assets themselves are pretty simple. This mod won't see you with huge frame rate issues. The mod is also pretty stable when it comes to multiplayer, so whether you're playing solo or with friends, the campsite will work just fine. Compatibility is also solid with very few mods, but realistically only Valheim Plus causing issues when running Odin Campsite. But as with any mod, it's always a good idea to back up your game saves just in case. Now, if I had any suggestions, what would I suggest? I would say maybe a Mistlands campfire. It'd be a little bit more strong than a torch, but it'd also be a little bit easier to set up, and maybe it would use a Mistlands resource like mage caps. With all that said and done, feel free to download the mod and go show the Odin Plus team some love for their cool mods that they make. You can find support for the mod and other Odin Plus mods on their Discord, which is also linked down below. As always, if you guys want to support me, you can find the links down below to do so. Like the video if you like it, and subscribe for more content like this. I'd also be remiss to not suggest joining my Discord, where you can keep up with my own various projects and things that I have going on. With that said, much love to you guys. Happy holidays to all who are currently celebrating, and I will see you guys again real soon.